Uncharted.
It's the award-winning Geoff Calkins from the Daily Memphian and the Geoff Calkins Show.
Today on the show, we have, well, first of all, we're going to have in studio a camera crew once again. Basically spend my life being trailed around by camera crews. This one from PBS.
Speaking of heart, all heart to be specific, you may have heard that phrase a time or two if you happen to tune into any NBA coverage from 2011 on. All heart, grit, and grind was the original quote. And one of the men scrambling to jot it down was none other than Geoff Calkins, a seminal sports writer and migratory Memphian who penned his farewell column for the Commercial Appeal in May of 2018 after 22 years with the publication. These days, he can be found on 92.9 FM ESPN radio, as well as making moves for a new media venture.
So here we're literally sort of inventing what this thing is going to look like. All these people are people who are sort of taking a risk and trying to do something that might actually change what newspapering looks like someday.
Right.
You know? So.
Yeah.
I've been here 22 years now, so I think I now qualify. Somewhere around the 19-year range, I became a Memphian. At some point, they're pretty, they don't hand that title out easily.
So let me just, why? What does it mean to be a Memphian?
It is a town that has a chip on its shoulder. It is a town that is, it's not wealthy. It's not, everything doesn't come easy to it. I thought when I moved here, as you may be able to tell, I'm originally a Yankee. I've lived in New York, and I've lived in Washington, D.C., and I've lived in Miami, and I've lived in Melbourne, Australia. And so I came here, and I thought, this is going to be tough, because I've seen the firm, you know, and it's going to be like that.
Right,
it's going to be a tough town to break into. It is not warm in the cliche way that Southern people think you're fake warm.
Right.
It really is a warm and easy place to live, in the sense that it will embrace you. There's a reason that it is dollar for dollar, person for person, the most philanthropic city in the country. And it's because I think with the struggle and the sense of people struggling comes empathy. And so I think people care for each other. Does it have problems? Sure, it has problems. But what always impresses me is how many people there are who are aggressively rising to the occasion to address those problems.
I love it.
There's the egg right there. You can yolk over
Well,
everything.
and then you won't mind me dipping
You're dunking
it
in egg a little bit, exactly right. In a lot of NBA cities, before playoff games, they put a T-shirt on every chair, so everyone has to put on a white out or whatever it is, right?
Right.
Memphians are like, the heck with that. We are not all wearing the same shirt. We are not dorky people who all dress in the same shirt. We wear our bootleg shirts. We wear our whatever, you know, we come as we are.
Right.
We'll hold a towel, we'll wave a towel, we'll yell, whoop that trick, but we are not all wearing the same dorky yellow T-shirt. And that's just sort of what Memphis is. This is the food of the gods here. Every time I come to this place, I say, you know what, I'm not gonna get the poutine because I get it every time. And every time I get the poutine.
All right, man, I'm glad you did.
Isn't that good? That is one of my favorite things on earth, honestly. It's Canadian, too. Like, who would think you would have this Canadian dish perfected by Memphians? The city really used to have this inferiority complex. Other cities in the South, Atlanta, Nashville, are richer, growing faster. Austin, like, richer, growing faster. Memphis tried forever to get an NFL team, was rebuffed. And there was this sort of woe is me thing. And along come the Grizzlies with a bunch of players who were sort of Island of Misfit Toys kind of players. And they come together. They won with what became grit and grind. It sort of became the slogan of that team.
Yeah.
I really think it's not too much to say that the Grizzlies helped change the way that Memphians think about themselves. And that era is mostly over now. Zach's gone and Tony's gone.
Right.
But I think the impact they had on the city and changing the way that Memphians think about themselves, I think that remains.
Man.
Plus, there's egg on the pizza.